everybody, it's Jess here with Blush Jess. Thank you so much for watching today. This is my weekly Weight Watchers check-in. That is a mouthful. I am coming to you today a little, not all the way put together. I've got makeup like smearing. It's been a hard week, y'all. I have had a headache all week, but we will get into that in a second. I will also be drinking my water while I talk to you guys because multitasking, that's why. Okay. Let's just talk about how the week went, and then I'll get into the weight loss results and my plans for next week. I have like some eyeshadow that is smeared and it's driving me crazy, so sorry, y'all. Last week I got on here, it was last Wednesday, it was a week ago today, and I said this whole thing might be too TMI. So if you don't like hearing about, I'll try to do it as discreetly as possible. If you don't like hearing about time of the month or periods or something, you might want to fast forward a couple minutes. I got on here a week ago and said I just started my period. The scale's kind of crazy, and you know, usually when I do that, it's like 3 or 4 days, it's gone, it's done. Well, I am still currently on my period, and it's just gotten worse. And so it should be ending today. That's all I'm gonna say. People are texting me. It should be ending today, but right now it's still hardcore bad. So I don't know how this is going to affect the scale this week. It's just part of life, and it's something we have to deal with. So I'm not trying to say excuses, but this has been a hard week. This has been an especially hard time of the month. I have had, since it started last Wednesday, I've had pretty much a constant migraine, and I don't know, I get headaches a lot during that time of the month, but I don't know if that's why, or if it's the change in season. I don't know, but I am miserable. I went to bed last night and the right side of my head was hurting so bad, and I was able to go to sleep, and then I woke up and now this side of my head, this side feels better, this side is hurting, and you know, it's very frustrating. Hopefully I can get everything back regulated. I have done very well on my eating this week. I had one day, it always is one day that kills me. I had one day on Sunday where I just did not feel good, and I did not feel like tracking, and I didn't track. That is not good. That is totally not good, and my goal for next week is to not have any days like that. So, and I didn't go crazy on Sunday. I'm sure I stayed within my points, maybe a few over into my weeklies, but I did really well. I just didn't feel like tracking. So who knows how I did. I don't even remember what we ate that day. I honestly don't even remember. I'm trying to think where we even went after church. Oh, we went and had Mexican, and I had a normal, I didn't even eat half of it. I just wasn't feeling good. So the day before Saturday, that's the only other day I didn't film for you guys, I believe. Saturday, we went out, but I counted everything. I ended up going like a good bit into my weeklies. I don't know how many, a good bit. I think I had 14 weeklies left after, and I had used a couple here and there throughout the week, but after Saturday, I had 14 weeklies left. So I'm pretty confident that I stayed within my points in my weeklies this week. I did really well on water, super well. And I think that has been the only thing that's gotten me through with my headaches. Is I've noticed that as I'm drinking a lot of water, they do lessen up a little bit. Still don't go away, but it has helped. And so I've been really pushing the water, and I do put flavor enhancers in. Not every single water I drink, but I do put them in because it helps me get them in. Still buying the bottled water. Honestly, for $2 a week, I'm willing to pay the $2.38 or whatever it is right now to have water bottles for the week. It's making me drink them because I know I have 4 right there, and I have to drink all 4 before the day's over. It really helps me stay on track. So it's just what I have to do right now. And however you have to drink water, if you like the straw, or you like it cold, or you like it hot, not hot, but like room temperature. I don't know anyone who like drinks hot water. I guess like in hot tea maybe. Do whatever you have to do to drink the water. So important. So done well with my points. I've done well with my water. I have not done well getting back to the gym, and that is because I have not felt well, and I just am not going to push myself when I don't feel well. So hopefully next week. So let's talk about next week really quick, and then I'll get into my weight loss results. So This weekend, this is going to be the hardest part, and I'm just going to have to go with it. This weekend, it's a normal weekend until Sunday. Sunday is Pastor Appreciation, so I will be there at church with David. And then Sunday afternoon, as soon as we can get away from church, the kids and I will be going down and to the west to my parents' house. It's about 3 hours away. And I'm going because Nate is out of school Monday and Tuesday of next week, and Lucy has been wanting to go stay with my mom for a week. So this is the perfect opportunity to get him a little mini stay with my parents, and everybody gets to see us and stuff. But Lucy, we're gonna leave her there for the week. So on Sunday afternoon, we're going down to my family. David has to stay here because he has to work and stuff, but I'm going to be traveling by myself with the kids. Last time, I've done it before, and I know, like, so many people do longer trips than 3. It's hard, though, y'all. It is hard being by yourself. When I had to, so the last time we did this, I drove them, kind of a similar thing. I think we left after church. And it went okay because we have TVs and stuff, and they did okay until it was time to, like, get up and do potty breaks and stuff. And then it was hard because there's only one of me, and Nate, for whatever reason, does not like public bathrooms. We probably know the reason because they're disgusting, but you have to do that when you're traveling. And so he would throw a fit, and then I have Lucy. So it was just hard. On the way back, I just pushed it. Nobody had to go to the bathroom. It was like a weird time of day where they weren't eating or drinking. I think it was like really early in the morning. They had already kind of had their breakfast and stuff. And we just drove all the way without stopping, which we probably won't be able to do again. But it's hard. It is hard when you're having a kid who's 5, who's big, that's having a meltdown. Then I have Lucy, and but we're gonna do it because I can do it, and it's what needs to be done. So I'm gonna take them. We should get to my mom and dad's that afternoon, and then we're gonna stay Sunday night and Monday night, and Nate and I will come back on Tuesday because he has school on Wednesday. Lucy is gonna stay through the weekend. David's actually going to come get her, and I'll tell you about that later, but David's going to come get her because he's going to a football game with my dad that next weekend, so he's going to bring her back with him. That's a mouthful. So the challenges with losing weight during all this is traveling is hard, stopping at gas stations, eating out if we do, just all the things. You don't have your normal food, but my parents always have healthy stuff at the house, and they always have fruits and veggies and stuff, so I'm not that worried about it. All I can do is track. If we go out, track, and I want to have a good time but not go off track. So that is the plan. And then the really exciting I'm excited about part, not that I want to get rid of my children or anything, but Wednesday and Thursday and Friday, but I'll kind of tell you about that next week. But Wednesday and Thursday of next week, I will have no kids during the day because Nate will be at school and Lucy will be gone. So I'm really going to try my best to get to the gym and do some stuff for myself. I never have that, so it'll be really exciting to be able to do that. So that's what's going on. Let me get into the weight loss results. You guys, I was hoping this cruise weight would come off faster. Does it go off as fast as it comes on? That is for sure. Also getting back into it with all this period stuff, and it's just the scale isn't moving that much, but it is moving a little bit, and a little bit I will take. So last week I was 226.4 and I had lost 1.2 pounds. Okay. All the drama of this week still. I weighed this morning and I was 226.0, so I am down 0.4, and like I said, I hoped it would move faster. I've been working really hard, but it is moving. It is almost half a pound. I will take that, especially on this week where I've had a migraine every single moment of the week and I've been on my period. So I will take that, and I'm hoping, even through the craziness of traveling this week and being with the kids and all of that, I'm hoping I will have even a bigger loss next week. But you know what? It's going in the right direction, and that's all I can do. You guys know I say this every week, and maybe I should stop saying it. I got down, it was probably like a month or 2 ago, I got down to 219, and then I've gone back up, and I feel like so many people I talk to are like, yes, every time I hit that new decade, that, going down from 220 something to 219, subconsciously, or it just happens, I go back up for a while. And it takes me a long time to get back down to that next decade. So I'm just going to stop worrying about all that and just focus on week to week, doing what I can, not paying attention as much to the scale, and just weighing in when I need to weigh in, and just, just to check, but not let it be like everything in a measure of how I'm doing. We also had a very stressful week with Nate, not really with him, but about him. You guys know I shared on the video a couple days ago about his IEP meeting and all of the emotions that goes on with having a room full of teachers and therapists talking about your son and trying to help him, but it's emotional to hear as well, all the areas he's failing at. God has been really showing me this week, or at least teaching me this week again and again, and it's a lesson I'm continually having to learn, to trust him when things don't look like they're getting better, when things get harder, when you don't understand why things are happening the way they are, when you get overwhelmed. Take a deep breath. This is what I'm trying to do every time I feel that fear come in. Take a deep breath and say, Lord, it's in your hands. I trust you. And it's really easy to trust God when everything in your life is going great, isn't it? It's so much easier to trust God then. But that doesn't require any faith, and it doesn't require us to depend on God. If I can do everything on my own, then why do I even need God's help? But you guys, I can't do this on my own. Like, I don't even know what to do at the time. I'm just trying to continually and daily say, Lord, lead me, show me what to do. Give me the grace and the strength to get through this season. And not that this season is like the worst ever and that there's not good things going on, because there are. And I need to choose to look at those positive things, the areas that we are seeing success, and stop focusing as much on all the negatives. The negatives do need to be dealt with, and we are dealing with them, but constantly worrying and crying and fretting and wringing my hands and saying, why me? Why me? Why am I going through this? Why is it my kid? That doesn't help anyone. It doesn't help anyone. And I just want to encourage you, if there's anyone out there that's going through a similar thing of frustration and, not understanding why, and, there's so many things that we want to turn to when stuff like that happens. When I had that emotional day, the first thing I wanted to do was go get like French fries because that's my go-to thing. But honestly, like, that wouldn't help anything, it wouldn't help anything. And just like me fretting and worrying, that doesn't help anything, So I need to focus on things that will help, and caring about myself in order to lose this weight is going to help me in the long run. Fretting and worrying about it not happening fast enough, it's not going to help me. Worrying about Nate to the point of it making me miserable and making in turn him miserable is not going to help anything. Trusting, praying, living day by day, not worrying. I've read in the Bible so many times this week, do not worry about tomorrow. The Bible says that each day will have its own worries. Worry about that when it comes. Do not spend your life worrying about tomorrow. And that happens with our weight too. We're constantly always saying, well, when I get there, after all this, when can I lose the 5 pounds, and what is it going to be next week and the week after that, and it's not happening fast enough, and I don't want to do this because I'm overweight, and I don't want to have any pictures taken because I'm overweight. Like, be grateful for who you are today. Be grateful for the person you are today. Yes, you may want to lose more weight, but I say this every week, you are worthy now. You are beautiful now. Take care of yourself now. And I'm preaching to myself too, because it honestly is hard. It's hard not to always look for tomorrow, to look for, once I get skinny, I will be so happy. And you guys, I've lost the weight before. It doesn't work like that. It's not a magical pill that once you get skinny, life is easy. It's not. There's a whole new set of challenges. So enjoy the journey. And that's what everyone says about weight loss, but that's what I'm trying to tell myself about this stuff with Nate. Enjoy the journey. One day I pray he gets to a point where he doesn't have any struggles anymore, and he doesn't have challenges at school, and he doesn't have learning problems and social awkwardness and all of these things that we're working on. I pray that one day he doesn't get there, that he's put all that behind him. But I can't live for that day and say, well, when he gets there, then we will all be happy. We have to learn how to have joy in the process and love him through it and be thankful for all the little glimpses we see now. So that's just kind of what I've been thinking about lately. And I just want to encourage you guys. I love you all. We will get there, whether it's 0.1 loss a week, 0.2 loss a week. Eventually, if we don't stop, we will get there. And I know it's hard when you're doing this up and down, yo-yoing drama from, it's just hard when you see your weight doing that, but don't give up and you will get there. So I love Weight Watchers. I love being able to go and have treats and not be deprived. And I think that is part of learning a healthy lifestyle. And so when we get there, even though it is slow right now, when we get to our healthy goal, we'll be able to live there. We won't say, oh, yay, I got to my goal weight and now I'm skinny and I can eat whatever I want, because that's kind of the attitude I've had before. Don't do that. Learn the lessons along in your journey. So I'm going to stop talking now because I feel like I'm just rambling. Thank you all so much for watching. If you like this video, you know what to do. Thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. Please hit that subscribe button if you're new, and I will catch you all later. Bye, y'all.